So let's start the differentiation between ARP versus RARP. ARP basically stands for Address Resolution Protocol and RARP normally stands for Reverse Address Resolution Protocol. So normally if we want to find MAC address from IP address, we are going to use ARP protocol. Normally IP address consists of 32-bit, and MAC address consists of 48-bit address. So MAC address is nothing but it is a physical address of any device, and IP address is a logical address of any device. So if we want to derive MAC address with the help of IP address, we need to go with ARP protocol. But if we want to derive IP address with the help of MAC address, we are going to use RARP, that is Reverse Address Resolution Protocol. Now, the first difference is in the abbreviation. Reverse Address Resolution Protocol, ARP is Address Resolution Protocol, and RARP is Reverse Address Resolution Protocol. Correct. Now, through ARP, we can write it so that you can make a proper note. Through ARP, that is through Address Resolution Protocol, we can map MAC address of devices, right? That is 32-bit to 48-bit mapping it is, and with the help of RARP, that is it is 48-bit, and we can map any 32-bit address. That is through ARP, we can map IP address. We can map IP address of devices, right, with the help of MAC address. Point number two is in ARP broadcast MAC address is used. In ARP broadcast MAC address is used. That is on that source packet. Here it is a data, here it is a source address, and here it is a destination address. So in destination address, broadcast MAC address will be used, but in ARP broadcast IP address will be used. Here broadcast IP address will be used. Here broadcast IP address will be used. Where? In RARP. Correct. Now, next point number 3. In ARP table is maintained in ARP. ARP table is maintained by localhost. ARP table maintained by localhost. But in RARP, the table, that is RARP server, basically RARP table, which is going to have the IP addresses of all the devices in RARP server. RARP table will be maintained by RARP server. Correct. Now, in ARP, in Address Resolution Protocol, ARP is going to receive receiver's MAC address. So in ARP, receiver's MAC address, that is media access control, that is physical address, will be fetched. Whereas in RARP, receivers IP address will be fetched. Receivers IP address will be fetched. Next point number 5. In ARP table uses ARP reply. ARP table uses ARP reply, right? For getting receiver's MAC address. In RARP, it is going to use RARP reply. And RARP reply will have receiver's IP address. Point number 6, correct. Point number 6. In ARP, host and routers uses ARP for knowing the MAC address of other hosts and routers in the network. When RARP used by small users, right? So basically, you can say that you can simply say that host and routers normally we can use in them in limited way. So you can say that cost will be high if we are going to go with n number of less. Simply we can say like that, right? And ARP will be used in sender side to map the receiver's MAC address. That could be written. ARP can be used in sender's side. In sender's side. ARP can be used in sender's side to map receiver's MAC address. To map receiver's MAC address. Whereas RARP, RARP will be used in receiver's side. It will be used in receiver's side to map the sender's ID. To map the sender's IP. To map the sender's IP. So this is some of the differences between ARP and RARP. I hope it is clear. Now let me again give you the scenario with the help of most important diagram under this, which is very easy. But still, let me try to give you scenario with the help of this figure, right? Basically, if we are having IP addresses, if we are having IP address, then with the help of IP address, if we want to find MAC address, that is with the help of logical address, if we want to find physical address of device, we will use address resolution protocol. But with the help of MAC address, if we want to find IP address, that is with the help of physical address, if we want to find logical address, we will go with RARP protocol. Okay, and these are important points which you must know, so that if any exam this will be asked, then you can attempt them and you can get good marks, right?